Hello and welcome to Cut That Promo, our weekly wrestling podcast that drops right here on youtube.com/sitdownshowdown every Wednesday night. I'm your host, John Lucas, alongside my co-host, Vanny Bernard.
Woo!
Kevin Ortiz, how's it going, brother? Show it off while you got it, man.
Yeah. While I have it, I'm going to have this thing forever.
Your title reign's done in 4 days, bro.
4 days?
This Sunday. You're done.
So you saying this might be the last time I get to look at this?
Yep. So polish it up for me.
Well, here's the thing. You can look at it as much as you want.
Oh, my God. Got you.
Well, just as Nikki Bella's song says, when I have it, you can look, but you can't touch.
Alright, like that.
Yeah, you can follow the show at Cut That Promo and on Sit Down Showdown. You can follow me on Twitter at JamLucas18. You can follow Vanny at Vanny Bernard. You can follow Kevin at OrtizKevin90. We are the generation that grew up in the Attitude Era. This is our take on the business. So we're going to go ahead and dive on into our Survivor Series 2016 edition predictions. So, first match up. Let's go ahead and go with the Cruiserweight Championship. Big implications here because if Kalisto wins, the Cruiserweight division, which has been failing on Raw, by the way,
big time,
will come to SmackDown.
It can be resurrected.
It can be resurrected. Circa WWE 2002 to 2010, I guess. Mm-hmm. They had the Cruiserweight division there. Vandy, who do you have winning and why?
Ooh, I get started off.
Alright, let's start off.
Yeah. Well, we know there's two potential title-changing brands matches.
Sure.
I got to think that one of them is going to switch.
Yep.
At least. Otherwise, why have to stipulate? Well, it is WB, but I think one of them would probably switch. And they've been hot on Kalisto.
Yes, they have.
Since, recently. I mean, he took out Baron Corbin, so, gotta be hot. They're hot for him. But as much as I would love to see the Cruiserweight division be on SmackDown, I just don't know if it's going to happen. I think it should. I think we all agree. Just talking about
it should, no doubt.
It should, but Raw has more time, and I know that's why they put it there first place. But it just it's doing awful on Raw. But to me, I just don't see how they can fit the Cruiserweight division in effectively on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Kalisto. Brian Kendrick to retain the title.
Okay.
I would be surprised if Corbin maybe attacked Kalisto too.
That's true.
Cost him the match.
That could happen.
I would think I'm going with Kendrick to retain.
Okay. For the record, when we pick championship matches, we pick who we believe is going to walk out the champion. That's how you get a point for our predictions.
It is.
Kevin, who do you got?
Well, as a champion, I'm actually going to defer this back to you because I want to hear your reasoning behind this selection.
Champion's pick. That was nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
We haven't used that stipulation too often. Nice.
As a champion, I reserve the right to go last.
Oh, nice. Oh.
Am I mistaken? If you were the champion, would you make this same distinction?
Here's the thing. I don't hate you for doing it. I've actually got to dig at it. But remember, if you introduce it now, I will use it.
I will use it when I start my.
Well, here's the problem. You guys are never going to have this title.
Boy,
so I don't have to worry about you using it.
So, if you want to use it, then that's fine. Just remember, when I'm champion.
When? You mean if. And it's a big if. Huge if.
I am champion again.
You guys must work for DreamWorks. Y'all just dreaming right now. I'm going to be the chair.
All right. I'll go, though. I think Kalisto's going to win.
All right.
Because it's sometimes when I'm watching these Cruiserweight matches on Raw, they just seem like regular matches. There's nothing special to them anymore. There's this when they're on Raw, they are so held down by what they are allowed to do, and it sucks. Like the Cruiserweight Classic was fantastic.
Awesome.
The wrestling was off the charts. The in-ring wrestling product was what mattered, and I think you need to build better stories and do better with the Cruiserweights. The Cruiserweights seem in interchange with NXT as well. I know we see Cedric Alexander down there. He just had a match with Andrade Almas on NXT. I think, and especially with 205 Live coming to SmackDown, airing live after SmackDown, I think you gotta bring the Cruiserweights over. It's gonna suck because I think we might get 1 or 2 matches a night, which isn't enough time for anybody. It's almost the same problem they're having with Raw, but Raw has more time and they're not doing anything with it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. At least with SmackDown, they've been able to give people stories and get some characters built around some of these players that they have on SmackDown. Look at just Alexa Bliss, for example. Alexa Bliss is awesome.
Yeah.
She's great. I hate Carmella, but she has a character. You know, everyone's
She's
fabulous.
fabulous. I mean,
Eva Marie was one of the biggest heat-seeking missiles in recent memory for me, and they ran with it. They ran with it.
Did.
The beguiling. Eva Marie. I'm not gonna lie, that's awesome. That announcer guy is awesome. And when he said she got stuck in traffic, she's not gonna be. I laughed my ass off. That was so good. I got Kalisto though for that reason. Ortiz.
I like the reasoning both of you guys have offered up on the table, you know? You went with what's smart from the fan perspective, and that's what's going to cost you this pick. So I'm going to go the opposite way, go with Brian Kendrick.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys covered the reasoning. They're just, it's WWE.
Part of me knows I should go with Brian Kendrick because they don't want to, maybe they don't want to play hot potato with the title. And I think he's, had it 1 week? 2 weeks now?
2 weeks,
Yeah, just about.
And I don't know, but part of me has to believe that, like you mentioned they were giving Kalisto a push. Part of me has to believe if he never got injured, he would probably be in a much better position than he is in now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. If he even had a run with the IC Championship instead of Ziggler, I think that would have been great. I'm so tired of Ziggler though. he's doing enough to impress me and make me change my mind about him a lot. But I'm still tired of him. Like that he did it. It's done now. You know, it's not him. He's not chasing anymore.
Yeah, he's done.
He's you know, the little aura that he had for me faded very quick. Power level 0 again. So Benny,
Disappear with the quickness. Yeah. See, we're good. We're all Kendrick,
yeah.
Kalisto.
that's right. Okay. Next match. Let's see who we've got here. Do we want to go into one of the Survivor Series matches? Yeah, let's go into the Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Survivor Series tag team match. Participants are for SmackDown. Let's see. Tyler Breeze and Fandango, the new Fashion Police. This is so stupid. What was wrong with what they were doing before? The Usos, American Alpha, the Hype Bros, and Beauty and the Man Beast versus the Shining Stars. As terrible as that is. Enzo and Cass, the Club, Sheamus and Cesaro, in the New Day. Kevin, who do you have winning and why? Or are you going to pull your championship card again?
You know, I very easily could, right? Because I'm the champ. And as I said, I'm always going to be the champ. I'm the people's champ. Stealing that from The Rock. But, I mean, Raw just has such a better team in my opinion.
The Raw team is
it's so
outstanding
good.
compared to SmackDown's.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes me lean towards SmackDown actually winning this match. Just because I guess their teams need it more, you know, than Raw does. Alright, mine has been made up. I'm going with Team Raw.
Okay.
I just love the teams that they have there. I mean, they should win.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, they should win.
Eddie, what you got?
Team Raw is a better team.
They do.
And because they also have the better team,
I know what that
there's
means.
more tension and dissension there. SmackDown doesn't have a better team, but on Team SmackDown, do you really see anybody really potentially turning on somebody?
That's true.
On Raw, it's ripe with everything. Of course,
Yeah,
who doesn't want to take out the New Day with 420 plus days counting as champion?
Yeah.
You would have the club publicly saying every single week that don't be surprised if we stab you in the back. Sheamus and Cesaro still can't get along. Where they kind of getting there, but Sheamus is kind of out for his own self. And the Shining Stars just suck.
They do. They'll be eliminated first.
Exactly. Yeah. And so with that, it's kind of I feel as if one of these Survivor matches, somebody's going to turn on somebody.
Yeah, it has to happen.
There's just so much tension. And it just seems on all the Raw teams, there's just so much more tension than there is on the SmackDown teams. But it's just hard to see who needs to win more. I can't really say the SmackDown teams need to win more because neither division is really that great.
Yeah, that's true.
Besides, I mean, New Day just carries.
They carry Raw.
Yeah. And you have Enzo and Cass who they just do them by themselves.
Yeah.
In spite of booking.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm gonna go Team Raw because it just seems too obvious for the club to turn because you kind of expect that. So even if they do screw up or do something where they turn on Raw, I still think Raw ends up coming up on top.
I thought you were gonna go Team SmackDown there, just for a split second.
Yeah, I had to make the swerve. I had to hit the little swerve.
He did.
Okay.
Are you in agreement with the two of us? Or are you gonna go the opposite?
I liked your assessment and your evaluation. Because it was very good. And I realized when he was dissecting the Raw teams, I was like, damn, he's right about every one of those. There will be a fight. Something's going to happen. But I don't see New Day losing to anyone on Team SmackDown. Normally, American Alpha really is the wild card here because we don't know what they're capable of against the other teams and stuff. But Team Raw still has a New Day. Their team is straight up better. Mm-hmm. Like, straight up better. Than the pieces. There's been world champions in their team. Like, SmackDown doesn't have a world champion in theirs. Yeah. So.
True.
I gotta go Team Raw for that reason. And we'll go into our next match now. We're gonna go ahead and go into the Women's Survivor Series match. For Team SmackDown, we have Nikki Bella, captain, Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Carmella, and Naomi, with Natalya as the coach for whatever reason. Team Raw, Charlotte Flair, which I noticed they started calling her that now.
Yeah, it's really odd, right?
Yeah.
Started adding her last name.
You gotta start, well, I guess the name, right? If you don't know, then it's, So Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, who shouldn't be on this team.
Nope.
And Sasha Banks with Dana Brooke.
Female participant.
I am gonna go Team SmackDown. I think Team Raw is awesome.
Yeah.
But if Team SmackDown doesn't get the win, it solidifies that the Raw's women's division really might be perceived as better. But we all agree SmackDown's women's division has been awesome with what they've been doing, and they're doing great. And Raw, they're great pieces. They might not have been doing a lot though. Like Bayley, like we all love Bayley. Don't get me wrong, but she's not going after world titles. She's fighting with Dana Brooke, she's just working with Dana Brooke. That's really what it is right now.
They're just wasting her.
She's so much better than that, you know.
Of course.
She has to work her way up. That's the problem. She don't always just too much success too soon is not always good.
But she's just working. They just pretty much said, here's a pile of garbage. Open it up and.
Enjoy.
You know what I'm saying? You have to turn chicken shit chicken shit into chicken salad. So
yeah, which is impossible when you're dealing with the female participant.
Okay. I have Team SmackDown for Team Women's SmackDown for that reason though. So Survivor picks. I don't know if we can. Do we want to name one for SmackDown also, or the tag team match also? Soul Survivors on both teams.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so for SmackDown, I'm going to say Heath Slater and Rhino's team will be Soul Survivors, and New Day, probably.
I'm going to go Alpha and New Day.
Okay.
Alpha and New Day.
Good. Okay, so for women, if they gave Alexa Bliss the final pin, that would be awesome. That would be great. Becky Lynch, though, she's like one of the 4 horsewomen. I think she kind of has to be around there. I can see some funny shenanigans to get her out, but if they gave Alexa Bliss that final pin, that would really solidify Alexa Bliss.
It would. I'd like to see that.
I'm going to Alexa Bliss, and I'm going to say...
Imagine if she pinned Charlotte. How phenomenal that'd be.
That'd be crazy. And for that reason, it can't be Charlotte.
Yeah.
It won't be Alicia Fox. It could be Nia Jax.
It's hard to call.
It's a very hard one to call because every one of these, other than Alicia Fox, can be the sole survivor
Alicia
here.
Fox, we can guarantee it's not going to be the sole survivor.
It's going to be Becky Lynch and Nia Jax. That's what I'm going with.
All right. So you went Team SmackDown, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go Team Raw.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because Team SmackDown won, on SmackDown versus Team Raw. They kind of kicked them out of the show. They defended their turf, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Who's going to be the last two? That is a good question. I am going to go I'm gonna go Bailey and Becky.
Okay.
I think that'd be an awesome last two to see, and
Something
he's
we
had
haven't
two of the
seen,
last four horsewomen, or the four horsewomen.
To come into WWE.
Yeah.
So.
What do you think, sir?
John made a compelling argument. Almost made me switch. Keyword almost. I'm going Team Raw.
That's close.
Okay.
Team Raw is better. I mean, I don't think it's light years better. I think the SmackDown is, I think, stacks right up there too with them for how great their team is. But I'm going Team Raw, and in terms of survivors, I think on SmackDown side it's going to be Becky Lynch. It's the last one, and for Raw, I actually think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Charlotte and Sasha as your last two. I think
they're even.
Yeah, and I think neither of them get eliminated. I kind of coming down the wire, not as if it's.
Seems very realistic.
Yeah.
I can see the four horsemen women being the last four in the match.
That'd be sweet.
I see it being. I think it's gonna come down to 3-on-1. Becky against Bailey, Charlotte, and Sasha.
Just be killing SmackDown.
I think and it would be bad, but I think one of the Survivor matches you're gonna have.
It's gonna be like a domination.
It's not the one I want to be the crush.
It
there needs to be a crush. It needs to be
the
tag team one.
But every time I think they're doing something right with the women's division, which right now they're doing it right. I think they're gonna do something that's just screw it up.
No, because I can see Nia Jax getting a lot of eliminations.
I know.
She's gonna obviously be a force to be reckoned with in that match.
No one's touched her.
Get counted out somehow.
She'll have a funk. She basically eliminated herself.
She's not getting pinned. She's not getting pinned.
Yeah.
I can see her getting DQ'd or counted out or something like that.
She'll probably run into the barricade and go.
Exactly.
Herself knocked out, and then that's that.
Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and go to the Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn, who hasn't been doing shit.
He hasn't done a damn thing in months.
Versus the Miz and Maurice. I don't think anyone saw the Miz beating Dolph Ziggler.
No, nobody.
No one saw that.
That was a shock.
If Dolph Ziggler was still in this match, I'm pretty sure Sami Zayn was going to win. Because he needs something. Something.
Desperately.
The Miz has Maurice, though. And I think the Miz is still going to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Bendy, what do you got?
It's so hard to call because Sami Zayn has absolutely no momentum. Whatever is less than no momentum, Sami Zayn has it. He has it right now.
He does.
But the thing is, WWE loves doing this. Just dropping the title on a guy that has absolutely no momentum.
That's a good point.
I don't think they would just going to your point earlier, how John, you said they're not going to play hot potato with the Cruiserweight title. I don't think they're going to play hot potato with the Intercontinental title because it just changed hands.
Yeah. Less than a week.
Less than a week.
So I think I'm going with the Miz. How confident I am in that, I'm not, because it wouldn't surprise me if Sami Zayn won. But I'm going to Miz.
Cool. I'm with you guys. Maurice, just as he said, that's probably going to be the deciding factor of the match.
It's amazing how she's a legit thing.
She is. She's a legit threat out there. You got to look out for her. And
some classic old school managers.
Right.
Yeah, she is. She does a damn good job, and she looks damn good doing it. So nothing wrong with that.
She's doing great.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, Miz has only had the belt now. It's going to be for like 4 days or so, maybe less. From when we get to Survivor Series, so I don't see him losing it, and I see his feud with Ziggler continuing on.
Yeah, sure. Ziggler is his rematch clause.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's very true. Do we see any possible trades? Could maybe the Miz go to Raw or Sami Zayn go to SmackDown?
Sami Zayn needs to go to SmackDown.
Yeah,
and I can see that happening because it was almost kind of how we talked about the draft. How we're all shocked that Cesaro was not drafted on SmackDown, but he kind of has something going now.
Yeah.
But Sami Zayn, there's nothing there.
We thought he was going to go to SmackDown when Owens originally got drafted to Raw.
And so I think it's some type of trade or something needs to happen. He needs to be on SmackDown.
I heard on Talking Smack. I didn't watch Talking Smack. I heard on Talking Smack this week. The Miz was talking to Daniel Bryan. He's like, "Hey, I won the Intercontinental Championship. Now you have to believe in me. Now you have to back me. You have to endorse me, or you could trade me." He's like planting the seeds there.
All right.
So we'll see.
I can see that.
I can see because I know they hate each other.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Like, let's say Sami Zayn really did win. Like, what scenario would get the Miz over to Raw? Like, let's say because they're bringing the IC Championship to Raw if he wins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what scenario could get the Miz over there because it couldn't be contract expired, especially when he just re-signed
He just
a contract. So I don't know what type of
Maybe not then.
what kind of shenanigans they pull. Who knows?
I mean, WWE could find something.
Oh, always.
Always.
For sure. All right. Now the Survivor Series men's match. For Team Raw, we got Kevin Owens, the Universal Champion, Chris Jericho, his best friend, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, and Seth Rollins versus Team SmackDown, AJ Styles, the WWE World Champion, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton, who's also in the Wyatt family at this point, and Shane McMahon, with James Ellsworth as the mascot. Where are we going with this? Kevin, you pick first.
You win it first, champ?
You get the main event pick. So,
Well, I am the main event, so I see where you're coming from. As your champion, obviously I've made every single correct pick this night.
I'm glad you have.
Undefeated. I'm about to make another great decision. I'm going Team Raw.
Team Raw?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're winning this match. Even though a lot of tension, there's a lot of tension on Team Raw. But they just seem like they have a lot of main event, players on their squad. They got a lot of big hitters on their squad. Kind of like going to the women's match. I think Braun's gonna he's gonna make a big difference. He's gonna be a big factor in this match. He's probably gonna have at least 2 eliminations, I would say, just himself. He'll get eliminated in a kind of quirky, type of way.
He'll get DQ'd or something, or counted out just like Nia Jax.
Yeah, something.
To the barricade also. Or through a table.
He might be arguing with the ref after he doesn't break like a 5 count or something like that.
Right. I could easily see that happening, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just going Raw. This is kind of what my gut is telling me to pick. I think it's going to be a great match. Hopefully, match of the night because of all the people who are in this match.
Power,
and my last 2 are going to be. I could see it probably being Roman Reigns and. I'll pick Roman Reigns and AJ Styles. Be the last 2 in the match.
Reunite.
Yeah. They did have a series of great matches.
They did.
When they were on the same roster, so.
Anyway, who you got?
It's going to be a great match.
It is.
There's a lot that could happen. A lot that could go down in this match. Both teams, have a great argument. You can make an argument for both teams. But you do not get an Undertaker endorsement and lose. You don't have the presence of the dead man, and the dead man call you out and say you better win.
That's a good point.
And lose? Nah. And we can talk about who needs this more. I think SmackDown needs this win more than Raw.
Sure.
More than the women's Survivor match. SmackDown needs this win more because, of course, everybody they looked at Raw as the A show, but we clearly know when it comes to content-wise, wrestling-wise, the overall show, SmackDown's the better show.
Superior.
It's superior.
Far superior.
There's no comparison. And so something like this would help hopefully get more eyes on SmackDown to show that it is the better show. Because if you look at the two rosters, both main event talent on both levels, but Raw stands out more. You got more world champions on Raw. And on SmackDown, you have the fact that James Ellsworth is a mascot, and you have Shane McMahon. Love Shane, but there's no reason Shane should be in this match.
Nope.
No reason Shane should be in this match at all. But no gripe. He's going to bring entertainment to the match. You're going to watch because Shane's in it. So I'm going to take SmackDown. In terms of survivors, I wanted to say AJ Styles. I mean, you would think your champions would be last. You would want them to be last, but I think more emphasis will be put on the Shield in this match.
Yeah.
And so I think the final 3 will be Reigns, Rollins for Raw, and Ambrose for SmackDown. But I think Ambrose will be the sole survivor for SmackDown, and Rollins for Raw.
I like it. I'm going Team Raw. My thinking is Stephanie put out an ultimatum. If you don't win, your jobs are on the line. Which means people could get fired. Now, I'm going to poke a hole in that and saying they could just go to SmackDown.
Yeah.
That's my poking the hole in it. But Undertaker also said, if you lose, you now have a problem with me.
Yeah.
I think that leads to the Wyatt family feuding with Undertaker and possible Randy Orton match.
And I was thinking that too, because I was thinking, there's the Randy feud, so I was thinking, what if... Because I still think Randy's using... I don't think he's an official... I mean, he's
going to turn no doubt about it, yeah.
So I was thinking that Randy is going to use Survivor Series to turn on Bray, and this will lead to what The Undertaker was saying, if you cost us to lose, you have a problem with me. And this will kind of lead into the WrestleMania feud.
I like that.
Which is why I was considering picking Raw. Really switching Raw, but I went against my gut before, so that's the only reason I'm picking SmackDown. Even though I think the situation I laid out is...
It's a great situation.
That's going to happen.
That's awesome.
And I think that is actually going to go down, but just for the sake of not switching my pick, I'm going to go with my guns and say SmackDown, even though I think Randy's hurting.
There's no doubt about it.
He's a Viper.
he's not part of the Wyatt. He's not right now already. Yeah. He's not a Wyatt.
Bray had said in his promo before I cut off, but Bray said when Edge was asking Randy what happened to him, and Bray said at Survivor Series you're going to see a more dangerous side of Randy Orton than you've ever seen before. The old Randy is dead, and you kind of just see Randy just with the stoic face.
Right.
I think it's going to be a side of Randy we've never seen before.
Oh man.
He's going to drop Bray.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see him, man. RKO's all day.
Does he bring the punt kick back? Now here's my thinking. If this goes last, let's say this goes last, and the clock ticks over to midnight, I think they can do the punt kick then.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like,
I don't want it to go that long.
I don't want it to go that
long.
No. Once it goes past 11 o'clock, though, I think they can do the punt kick. But we know what the main event is. Fairly
that match should be the main
They're
event.
They're building it.
That Raw versus SmackDown men's match is the main event.
It should be the main event.
All the guys in the match are going to be around the next night and the week after.
Exactly. The other two guys are going to... Well, Goldberg's probably going to be gone for, forever? Yeah. And Brock will be back in, like 2 months or so.
Yeah, for like Rumble or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So I have Raw, you have SmackDown, you have Raw?
Yeah.
All right.
Just for the sake of being different, I'm going to SmackDown, even though I think...
No, this...
We're gonna see... A turn's happening. Somebody's betraying somebody in one of these matches. It's better to have it in this SmackDown versus Raw match. You're probably looking at me thinking, I'm stupid. Everything I laid out, I should be picking Raw. I should. I'm probably costing myself the title right now. I probably am. But, it is what it is.
Okay.
Go SmackDown.
It's these decisions that keep this belt off of your shoulder.
It might, but WWE logic would say, what I laid out would make sense.
Yeah.
But I'm going WWE logic.
This is as close as this belt is going to get to your shoulder. Right here.
True.
Yeah.
But, and also Raw kind of won on Monday, by kicking SmackDown out.
They did.
Yeah, they got the upper hand.
They did.
Stood tall. All right, so the main event. Brock Lesnar. You're good. Versus Goldberg. The returning Goldberg.
I'm sorry. Do we have to waste our time on this one?
I think this is an easy one. Brock Lesnar.
Hands down, he's going to kill...
Goldberg's going to die.
Goldberg's dead after this. His career is over.
If this match happened maybe 5-6 years ago, alright, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But do you see what Brock is doing to dudes out here?
Yeah.
In UFC and WWE? And Goldberg's about 50. Just like we talked about on the Raw and SmackDown podcast, if he did tweak his shoulder, just do some punches and pushing people and...
Bro, he did this. Shoulder.
Bro, you got to get in the ring with Brock Lesnar?
He's going to be... It's Suplex City.
Suplex City. You're going to go to Suplex City within the first 15 seconds of the match. If your shoulder could survive a punch, how's it going to survive one suplex? I'm scared for Goldberg.
Now, he might get F5'd in the first 30 seconds of the match.
He might.
Pull Cena out there.
Cena and Reigns.
Yeah. Like,
Now-
immediate F5.
Now here's a question: what type of match do we see here? Do we see a match? Do we see an actual wrestling match? Do we see something maybe resembling, of course not the same quality, but well the quality wasn't that good, but something resembling a WrestleMania 20 match?
I think this could be Mania all over again.
Or do we see a straight beatdown of him beating down like he did Cena or Orton?
I think we get a different type of match. I think we're going to get more of an MMA style match. Because I think Goldberg does train in MMA also.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's really injured or not. I hope he's not.
Yeah,
You know, we don't
hopefully
wish
not.
injury on anybody or anything like that. I want him to be healthy for this match. I'm excited for this match.
Yeah.
I think we might see, like, let's say, like, a kickboxer kind of Goldberg kind of go after Lesnar, and Lesnar do Suplex City and hammer fists and double axe handles and beatdowns attacks. They both have the same style. It's just now it's clashing against each other.
Yeah.
And
Lesnar's younger, faster, stronger.
better.
Yeah, just better in every facet.
And he has a better mouthpiece. Like,
Yeah.
Like Goldberg, since he's been back, he's been cutting one of the best promos I think I've ever seen.
Yeah,
From
he has.
Goldberg,
He's been
you
doing
know?
a good job.
Like it's crazy. But these guys, this whole thing is gonna go 20 minutes plus or minus 1 or 2. You know, like
Goldberg can last that long.
their entrances are gonna take up a lot of that part too. You know, like
It might be longer than the match.
Like,
Yeah,
and
it's the
here's the
entrances.
thing: it's like it's gonna get to the point where Goldberg's not known for long matches. Les is gonna be dragging him in the air through the match, like literally.
Yeah, he is.
So
Can't wait.
we'll
Bold
see.
prediction. I honestly think that this match is going to start off. I would like to see an even contest because you would think it's going to be even. I think it starts off that way, and I just see Goldberg just straight. I just see Brock just straight toying with Goldberg.
Yeah.
Like, I have a picture in my mind right now of Brock just standing tall and Goldberg crawling towards Brock Lesnar's feet. Yeah, just begging for mercy.
Stop, please. Stop the dang match.
But I hope not, because I mean, this probably Goldberg's final match unless they work something for WrestleMania. But in all likelihood, it's his last match.
I have a theory on that too.
Okay. Oh, what's that? But you don't want to see him go out bad. I mean, he's going to go out, but you don't want him to get his tail whipped. I mean, that was Brock, but and part of the reason, a few weeks ago when I said I was kind of tired of Brock, not necessarily him, but just his matches. I don't care to see him anymore because of course I want to see Brock, but his past few appearances has been him just straight beating down the guy. And Suplex City is fun for a few matches, but you can't keep doing it.
Yeah.
If you're just dismantling all the dudes on the roster, especially dismantling Randy, that's one of your best on the roster, and he just straight. I mean,
He's had 2 matches this year and they've both been bad.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. So if he makes it a third, I'm about done with
We'll
him.
be done. Yeah.
Especially considering what his WrestleMania opponent is supposed to be. I know I'm not gonna get that. I know we gotta cut this. Yeah, cut that promo, get it. But I don't want to get too much into it. But if he beats down Goldberg and he potentially supposed to be facing Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, how are we supposed to see Shane McMahon? We know he doesn't fear anybody, but how are we supposed to see him as a credible threat when he just demolishes guys like Cena, Orton, and Goldberg? I don't care how old Goldberg is. I mean, Shane McMahon is about the same age. You can't
put Shane in the same category as those guys.
Heck no.
He's
He's not a wrestler.
Yeah.
So how are we supposed to take that match serious? How is that supposed to be a match?
It's when he gets to that point, it's not going to be a straight up match. It's going to be like a super streak fight, whatever they want to call it.
Oh yeah. And if Goldberg should die, then Shane should get murdered.
Yeah.
Shane should probably not be off TV for like half a year.
That should be his last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Lesnar's winning. Period.
Yeah.
Of course. What was I gonna say? I think Goldberg is actually gonna do not horrible in this match. Like let's pretend it is really his last match, and it very well could be. He said Brock Lesnar was last. He has one last ass kicking left in him. I think he has to really go down swinging. Like I think we see like 3 spears, maybe 2 jackhammers. It has to be to that point where it's like, I've really given it all left. And Brock Lesnar's doing that thing like he was doing against Cena like that. And just like, I'm not even tired yet, boy. Like, and then it'll probably go in for one last spear, pick him up for an F5, and boom. That'll be it. 3 to put down Goldberg. Maybe 2. We'll see.
It could easily be 2.
It could easily
I
be
see
2.
probably 2 spears,
Mm.
max, 1 jackhammer.
Okay.
He's not getting, and that's max. He's not nothing more than that's happening.
Okay.
Because he's not gonna be able to do more than that.
We'll see.
I mean, I hope.
I'm not doubting it. We'll see.
I hope he surprises me. You know, I want to see a great match.
I do too.
And then my Goldberg Mania thinking, if this is a great payout and it does do well, maybe Goldberg signs for another match. Money talks.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'm sure he's not super opposed to the idea. It's going to depend on how he feels after the match. His body can hold up and still do things. He might face Rusev at Mania. Rusev was the first guy to just straight up come right for him.
Yeah.
And he tumbled and fell on Rusev. Rusev could have beat the
How's it gonna beat Brock Lesnar?
Right.
He can't even walk up to Rusev.
Right.
He walked up to him and fell.
and if Rusev gets that win, that's a great win for Rusev.
Yeah,
it is.
So that'd be awesome to see. I think that'd be pretty cool to see.
When the time comes.
When the time comes. But floor is yours.
What?
Goldberg or Brock Lesnar?
Oh, it's Brock Lesnar. We still talking about this?
Yeah. What is your reasoning? How do you think the match is going to go?
It's gonna be one-sided the entire match.
Lesnar just absolutely dominant?
I think maybe at the start Goldberg will have a little fury, you know, to kind of kick off the match. But as soon as he tires out, which is gonna be within like a minute or 2, Brock Lesnar's gonna kill him.
Okay.
He's gonna get at least 10 suplexes. He's gonna get F5
You think
at least
Goldberg's
twice.
gonna last that long? Get 10 in?
I mean, he'll kick out. At the end of that, listen, when this match is over, Goldberg's gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
His body is going to be hurt.
He gonna be hurt walking down the ramp.
He's not gonna be able to walk out the ramp.
Nah.
He's gonna have to get carried back there, maybe on a stretcher. It's gonna be that bad.
I
just see an ass whooping.
Yeah,
That's it's just gonna be an ass whooping.
One of them good old fashioned ones.
Yeah, a good old fashioned slobber knocker.
Black, blue, bloodied. I can see how.
The other part has been blood.
I
Yeah.
can see blood in this one. But yeah. Those were our predictions. Follow us on Twitter at Cut That Promo and Sit Down Showdown. You can follow me at JamLucas18. You can follow Vanny at Vanny Bernard. You can follow Kevin at Ortiz Kevin90. We are the generation that grew up in the Attitude Era. This is our take on the business. We won't throw the book at you. Until next time.